Wow, we're in week 5 already. We already had a Thursday night game. Now we got not a bad game today, Ramon. Welcome in. It is NFL Live Line preview, week number 5. Keg already hit a live bet, and Joku over 50.5 receiving yards. So that was a good one. And 17-14. Looks like the Vikings could tie this up. I hope we get some overtime here, Ramon. Because I need Isaiah Bond to get one more catch for me.
Well, someone with the Vikings and under, I guess I'm either rooting for them not to do anything or Vikings win. I guess I get a touchdown. I can't win them both. I don't think so.
You got a little under action.
It would be pretty good. I think Gabriel looked pretty good here. I think we saw what we expect from a guy like Dylan Gabriel, and didn't make the mistakes here. Whether or not he wins or loses, we don't know. 1 minute left, but he did pretty well here, and I think the game maybe it's going according to form. Low scoring here. Vikings get the ball out here. Maybe they got a first down times ticket. We got a nice card today, though, here with our games today, Holden.
My boy Judkins, I just want to give him one more thing out. Gave him out on Nuke the Props, our show that drops on Thursdays. Judkins just blew through his number. I think it was 71.5. He's got 110 now.
We talked about him so much this morning over on our show that it was set up perfectly for him, and he came through big time. Win or lose in this one, Judkins was a winner.
All right, let's get into our games that we have today. Now, we do have a lot of injuries, don't we? And I think everybody knows about Lamar Jackson at this point. You should. He's out. It's Cooper Rush. We got a low total, 41.5, as the Ravens host the Texans. Okay, so the total to me is interesting in this one. Should get a lot of Derrick Henry. Have not bet Derrick Henry. He's not washed, is he? He's fine.
No, and you know what? Watch for Justice Hill, I think, Holden. Look, the one thing about Henry is these fumbles are happening late in the game, like when they've happened, right? They're happening. Fatigue is set in. I think that's what we're doing with Derrick Henry, right? We're probably using him even a little too much, as great as he is. So Justice Hill's got to get a little bit of action. I love Zay Flowers in this game as well. Christian Kirk starting to get loose here a little bit for the Texans. So I think we'll see Stroud find Kirk again. He'll probably peak up here with Collins. He's in, but he's hurt here. Oh, what a nice touchdown here by the Vikings.
Who scored it?
Seconds left. It's going to be Addison. That's what they needed. Addison got in here for the score, and the Vikings are going to win this game. Probably 25 seconds left. They'll go for the PAT. This is important for the cover here, but Minnesota in a good game tonight, they'll win. So yeah, I'm going to go here in this one. I will take the under in the Texans and the Ravens. I think in this one, Holden, look, I don't think Cooper Rush is going to mess it up here. I think he can actually certainly keep them in the game here. He's still got a pretty steady unit here. Keep it on the ground with Henry. And like I said, a little bit of Hill. Zay Flowers would be my man here today for the Ravens, but I'm going to go under that 40.5.
I'm just going to tell you right now, we cashed another bet here. Keg is locked in. Keg was on the schneid. He'll tell you that. Wasn't doing good in NFL. We absolutely destroyed the slate the other night, Thursday Night Football. He's already got a winner. Get in right now, nukethehouse.com/pricing, nukethehouse.com. If you're watching on X or on our old YouTube channel, make sure you're watching our new YouTube channel, NTH Sports Picks. Next game, we got the Raiders and the Colts. Boy, this one's moved to 7.5 at one book, 7 everywhere else. Colts 7-point favorites, 46.5 is the total. Is this the game that Danny Dimes, Jonathan Taylor, and the Colts offense slow down?
No, I think this is a chance for the Colts to get back on track a little bit after losing a tough game to the Rams. And I think the Raiders are a perfect team to do it against here. Look, I don't want to be too down on the Raiders here at this point. They've got a decent run defense here. They actually could maybe slow Jonathan Taylor a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think for Danny Joe, I like to call him Indiana Jones now.
Fine, do it.
I like the Colts here in this game probably to get it done, maybe just because I'm so anti-Raider here at this point, especially without Bowers here. That's really going to that's big because they rely so much on him here. Genty could still get his numbers here a little bit, but I think for me, it's going to be about the Colts here, not necessarily about Taylor. I think we'll see Pittman, we'll see Downs. I know AD Mitchell's out. In the doghouse after that, dropping that ball and before the goal line, but look for Ashton Doolin here a little bit too, and Ty Warren. I think is a end zone opportunity here for sure in this game for Indianapolis. I like the Colts to get this cover, actually.
Okay, very good. I like that. Smash the like button if you get a chance. Want to say hey to everybody watching right now. We got Papa Marte. Who do you like in the Finns game? Obi saying morning, fellas. Drop your best bets in the chat. Want to see what everybody's on this morning. We'll get to the Finns game in just a second. My Broncos visiting the Philadelphia Eagles. I got on the Broncos at 4.5. This line is 4.5. Whew. 44 is the total. Ramon, do my boys keep it close? A team that is just running the football. Brown and Smith are upset they're not getting the ball. Good luck going after PS2 today. Am I off base here?
I mean, come on. Why are we mad when we're winning the games, right? And we need to do something as far as, we want the ball more when everything's kind of clicking and working and everything like that. So I don't know what these guys are thinking. I'd say more so like, watch out here. Defense for sure. I think in this one, Holden, I think this one's going to be a real slobber knocker today. Is what that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Do you think that hurts the Broncos a little bit here? I don't know.
No, that helps them.
Yes,
I just want a fun game.
Yeah, especially if it's right in that four or lower range here. I know the Broncos seem pretty popular today, actually, that I was kind of like, whoa, they're almost too popular a little bit. I'm going to go with an under here. I know I got burned a little bit with you last week jumping on these unders, but look, we're dealing with a lot of interconference games today. Interconference games early in the season is a low. You can check that out. And I think that's the way it'll be. And to me, this is a defensive game with the Eagles and Denver here today. I'm not fretting a little bit because I think Cortland Sutton is the man here, I think, for the Broncos today, and that's who you're going to want to get loose here for me. Dobbins has been awesome, but you can't run against these Eagles right now, so it's got to be Nix to Sutton and a little bit of Mims, too. Let's get those guys involved, and I think that's where the Broncos will be okay. Possession receiving, I think, Holden, is what you're going to need, and what I think will be a game that'll end closer to 40 than 45.
All right, let's keep going because we got a lot of games to get to. Our guy in chat, what do you think about my Finns visiting the Panthers? Guess who's on the Panthers today? This guy, plus 1.5. 44.5 is the total. I mean, the Finns were on a nationally televised game, and they actually won a football game. The Panthers could be the worst team in the league. Maybe it's the Titans, but, man, the Panthers ain't that bad where they can't beat the Dolphins at home.
Right. They're bad, but they're not that bad. They can beat the Dolphins at home, and I have agreement. So I'm not even going to sweat it. I'll just let you handle the side on that one because, quite frankly, I agree with you. But I think what's going to happen here is going to be a little bit tough at finding the offenses here. I'm going to take one more shot on an under here. But no, I like it. I like the Panthers to be able to have their another solid performance. Look, they won that game 30-0 at home. They were playing a weak team. They're playing another weak team. So why can't they do it today? You know who looked for Tedero McMillan? I still am thinking he's great, and I want to see more from him. I think with Young and McMillan, and you know who's got to be hot? I don't know, is Tommy Tremble. Had a great game last week, and I think he could have another one again. He had 5 catches and a touchdown, the tight end for Carolina. I think Tommy Tremble is your man here today. I know McMillan's the man for sure. Look, Miami can do it with the run game here because of the bad run defense of the Panthers. Achane can really run, but I'd worry about Tua here. Who's he really going to get to without Hill? Yes, Waddle can be the man, but after that, Washington, yeah, and I don't know if I like Waller here in this matchup. Carolina does okay against tight ends. So I'm with you, Holden. I think Carolina does it, and I think they might actually have another game similar. I don't know, it'll be 30-0, but it might be 17-14 or 20-17 in that range. 44 points with a Panthers team in this offense. I'm going under.
Yeah. I can't say you're wrong. Vikings beat the Browns 21-17. All right, first leg of my parlay. I backdoored it with Isaiah Bond getting a catch on the final drive. Giants Saints. Everybody's talking about Jackson Dart. The Saints are actually favored, folks. 1.5-point favorites at home. The total is 41.5. Are you telling me we're going under on this one too?
No, I don't know if I like that. I think for Rattler today, I think Olave. This is my chance. This is my one chance to say Olave. This is my one chance to say Rashid here. I think in this one, Saheed, and I think that the Saints. Look, I'm not one of those favored for a reason, guys. I just think, hey, the Saints is finally going to be it. Rattler can shake it finally as far as the zero in his win column here. Look, I love what I saw from Dart. I don't mind it at all. I think Scatabo can run against this New Orleans defense for sure, but I don't like the passing game that much. In fact, I think if Kamara here against the Giants, that really aren't very good on run defense, I think he'll loosen it up, and that's why Olave and Rashid Saheed can get off in this game. And watch out, you know who's back, Holden, is Taysom Hill, going to have some Swiss Army knife action here, I think, today. And not only because Johnson, I believe, is going to miss this game, but after that they also have not only Hill but Foster Moreau, who was catching touchdown passes before he got injured. Remember late last season. So I think Moreau is kind of a long shot here for me with the touchdown today, and with Taysom Hill in there. I like the Saints to actually take this one and get it done.
Look at you. I mean, you're going deep diving here on Foster Moreau. I'm deep diving. I'm not deep diving. I think everybody loves this Cowboys-Jets game. Two crappy teams, two horrible pass defenses. This will be big in DFS. Right when the lines dropped, I gave this one out on Nuke the Props. You go over Pickens, you go over Garrett Wilson. I mean, you probably got Breece Hall today too. You've got Dak, you got Justin Fields. Javonte Williams probably gets in the box. I've not bet that one yet, but 47.5 the total. I'm seeing 48s and 48.5 now. And 1.5-point favorites for the Jets at home.
Everyone's thinking 41-41 again. Everybody's thinking it's going to be a tie. Look, I love it. Pickens, Wilson, I'm on these guys offensively here. I'm worried about everybody else coming into this game. Maybe not Breece. So I think the numbers were just too high for me on Javonte and Hall today to get anything with the prop action. I actually think they came in a little low with Pickens and Wilson, and I want to hit those guys for sure. I just can't get off Dallas here on the road because the Jets, they'll just find a way to lose to me. This one may be close down to the end, and Dallas will pull it off. They'll be the team that's just slightly more clutch, or is it less clutch with the Jets? I'll take Dallas to win this game and cover on the road. Yeah, maybe I'm going with some of those home, but not the Jets. Not with the team that's 6-12, ATS still in their last 18 games. Dallas will have the better personnel out there, and I will take Dallas.
Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent. You're not going that way. Smash the like button. We're gonna roll through the rest of these games. Remember, top of the hour, our boys, Keg and the Boys. It's a free show. 1 and 4 o'clock slates, live betting on the NTH Sports Picks channel. NTH Sports Picks channel. That's where you can get our show today. And Sunday Night Football, same thing. We will be on for Sunday Night Football tonight, and that would be Kansas City, Jacksonville, Tennessee. Patriots Bills, excuse me.
Chiefs
Hold
tomorrow.
on.
Chiefs tomorrow.
Chiefs in Jacksonville tomorrow. Patriots Bills tonight. All right. Thank you, Ramon, for getting my S together. 4 o'clock games. Titans Cardinals. So we got 6 early games. We got 4 afternoon games. The Cardinals are 7.5-point favorites at home. You want to back the Cardinals at over a touchdown? 41.5 is the total. I like Ted McMillan in that last game, and I don't like anything in this game.
Well, that's going to make for a crummy game. But I think, look, the running game for Arizona, if you can trust these guys to do something. I mean, Tennessee, that you got to – I don't know where you have them. I am last run defense right now, and it'll be Michael without – we already know Connor, Benson, they're gone. So it's going to be Michael Carter, and it's going to be my man Demercado, Supermercado. Hopefully, here
Oh,
these guys can get off. Yeah, look, Marvin Harrison here can have a good game. I'm worried about Kyler in this game. Actually, I actually think Arizona will get the money. In fact, I'll probably end up taking them here. So I feel bad for Cam Ward and these guys right now. It's just not working out. Whereas Ridley right now, I mean, is he done? Is his career over? Ridley's not doing anything here. Now, Pollard can have decent game running here for the Titans. That's their big chance. And what has happened to Okonkwo? I thought we were supposed to see an all-pro tight end here, but I know it's just hard for Ward to get the ball to these guys, and it hasn't been great right now. So very dangerous to want to lay points here with the Cardinals. I'll take the over with you here. I'll go over here in this one. I think
I'm not taking the over.
Okay, no, I will take the over then, and maybe the Cardinals too. It might sound like an ugly combo. I should get paid more to take the Cardinals and over.
Okay, I got a bet in this Tampa Bay Seahawks game. Now, usually I'm on Baker Mayfield rushing. I'm going to get in on that live. They jacked his number up. Going back to the well on JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba should probably bet his number, but I'm betting over 25.5 longest reception. He does it every single game. 44.5 total here in Seattle with the Seahawks 3.5-point favorites. You give me that hook. That's making it tantalizing for me to take Tampa Bay. What about you?
I want to take Tampa on the money line actually in this game too. I think here, look, I know no Evans. It's that's of a concern, but I still love Igbuka. We've talked him. I think we talked to him since game one here as a rookie. We've been talking about Igbuka, and he's paid off. The numbers aren't great. I probably wouldn't take him as props today. In fact, the only guy I really like in this game because of the numbers, I think, is JSN here holding in the game, and hopefully Darnold can get it to him. Because look, everybody wants to say Walker here, run. No, don't run against Tampa. We know how tough they are, and that might make things tough a little bit for the passing game here a little bit. I'm on the Bucks for sure, and I like the Bucks. I'll take them plus the points. Let's make sure with it here. But Godwin, hopefully he can start to go here a little bit right now. And White, I'm not necessarily all hyped up on his numbers, but I think they can run here a little bit. And with Otten, I think it's enough for the Buccaneers. I like them in this game to probably pull off a little bit of a surprise here and get the win.
Yeah, Buka could have a big game. Rashad White could have a big game. And my favorite bet from this one is Sean Tucker over 4.5 receiving yards. Don't forget about this kid. JSN on the other side, his number open at 79.5. It's 80.5 everywhere except for BetMGM, which opened him 3 points lower. He was at 76.5, now at 77.5. Ramon, Lions, Bengals. I mean, the Lions are outdoors. With that being said, it could be a 600-yard game here for Jahmyr Gibbs. My goodness. David Montgomery going home. If you play Narrative Street, it is a 9.5-point spread, 10 if you want to back the Bengals. 9.5 points. The Lions are laying on the road, 49.5 total. Yes, Jake Browning sucks. Is he going to suck again today?
It's funny because actually the matchup is pretty good for him if he can just get it to Chase and to Higgins here. That's the problem here a little bit. And no, with Gibbs and Montgomery, love the look. Sometimes the narrative you want to just tell a good story, especially when you're doing these shows and you want to have a night. The Montgomery story is good, it's real, and it comes from the heart. So he will be running inspired, I think, today, and that might actually hurt Gibbs's chances to get his numbers. But the matchup's just too good for both these guys. Why not? Just toss the ball, these guys. It should be an easy day for Goff here. I think Amon-Ra's numbers came in a little high. I actually only prefer Jameson Williams. I think in this game prop wise, I think the numbers came too high for me on Brown. But I also love Sammy Laporta. I think I got to take a touchdown with Laporta, and I got to look for his numbers to go over. And look, maybe I get caught on our show sometimes here, Holden, taking some ugly dogs. Not in this one. I think this one will be okay for the Lions to get a 2 touchdown or more victory here because for whatever reason, we know the reasons, but man, Joe Burrow must be the most valuable player in the NFL because without this team, without him, these guys are nothing, absolutely nothing, without a chance. So, no, I think the Lions keep it rolling right here. They've got plenty of unfinished business, and I think as long as they don't get caught up, they're in a little look ahead. Of course, they're in a look ahead playing the Bengals against anybody. But no, I think there's just too much Lions. Let's take it by 2 touchdowns or more.
Smash the like button. You get a second. Make sure you subscribe. Our new YouTube channel, NTH Sports Picks. We're going to have much content on there going forward. So get to our new channel, NTH Sports Picks. Chargers, 2.5, 3-point favorites at home. Most of the shops have them 2.5-point favorites. Commanders have Jaden Daniels back, 47.5 total. Man, I was looking at Zach Ertz. I'm probably going to be upset that I didn't bet him coming into this game, but Daniels is back. He loves this guy. That being said, the Chargers got to get Chargers coming off an unimpressive, let's just say this, unimpressive performance, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
Can Washington go in here and take care of your boys?
They can, but I don't know if they will. I think the matchup is too good for the Chargers, and I think the Chargers defense, I'm so happy with this situation, Holden. I can't believe it. It was a clunky game last week. They blew every opportunity. They had plenty of opportunities, just too many penalties, and the Giants had a little mojo going for them. So it was a crummy effort. I think here they can bounce back. I think this is the McConkey game to kind of get one of those big numbers as far as his receptions are concerned. We know he's not a breakaway guy, but we're kind of waiting for him to break out. Hampton's been good. The Commanders' run defense is pretty okay too. So really, the only guy I like on the chart, I like Conklin, and also McConkey, and I like Conklin at tight end with Disley. Looks like he's going to miss this lineup today. They've been looking to try to get it to Conklin. Aronde Gadsden's also coming along, so I'm a little bit worried. I'm not going to go big on it, but I think Conklin totally overlooked, and he would be the guy that I'm looking to. And the Commanders, it's just a tough matchup against the Chargers defense. Everywhere you look, pretty tough. But, man, I just don't doubt Daniels can kind of keep them in it. I think the Chargers will get out to a lead and kind of keep letting them back in it. I'm actually going to go over, despite me trying to sell you on some defense at a 48, because I think Daniels is just that guy. And everybody wants to go, on a sophomore jinx with him, but I still like him a lot, and I just think he might get into a little bit of a shootout here with Herbert, possibly.
Ooh, okay. Patriots-Bills. Now we get the Patriots-Bills Sunday night. Yes, Kansas City and the Jags are tomorrow night. We got a game here where the Bills have scored 30-plus points in 10 of 11 games, but I like the Patriots defense a little bit. I'm not saying that the Bills aren't going to cover. They're 7.5-point favorites at Caesars, 8.5 everywhere else. The Patriots have not been as bad as I thought they'd be, and Drake May has shown a pulse. But do the Bills come out here and lay down the hammer?
Well, I think for the Patriots, it is an okay matchup to probably stay within this number, right? I think May's got a good situation here with Diggs, and there might be a little bit of Diggs. He's flopped before on returns, but obviously he'll be a little bit motivated here. I like the passing game for the Patriots and the defense too. Probably not against the run. I think Cook can go off, but doesn't mean they're going to blow him out necessarily. I think Cook's probably good for a TD here, and probably Dalton Kincaid as well. But I'm still not impressed enough. Good thing you got Josh Allen. Look, Shakir, okay, he's good. Keon Coleman, tough matchup for him. He probably should be doing a little bit better. He's been underachieving in the last 3 games after that season opener right now. And then you go to Josh Palmer. So hopefully this will be enough offense long-term for Buffalo with the receivers. Feels like they really could use one more, a upper level receiver here. So no, I like what the Patriots are doing, and they often cover this matchup because of the division matchup, and it's one game that actually kind of, I don't want to say excelled, but they have covered 4 out of the last 5 against the Bills. So I'm going to take the Patriots.
All right, buddy, plug everything you're doing. I'm tailing Johnny's picks right now. Johnny boy.
All right, I'm over at Sports Money Network every day, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, with a morning show. And I'm over at Tony'sPicks.com with a late show at 2:30 a.m. Eastern, 11:30 p.m. Pacific, called Night Moves, where we look ahead overnight. Yep, just like
you guys
that.
are big Seager fans? You're Bob Seager fans?
I am, for sure.
You want me to give away? I'm going to give away one of Johnny's picks, just one right now, because I'm tailing it. Dowdle, 60-plus rushing yards. Rico the Freako. Oh, I love Rico the Freako. I'm all about him today. Yeah, let's go, Johnny. I'm in here with you, pal. Rico the Freako Dowdle yards to the over. Simple as that. Make sure you subscribe to our new YouTube channel. There it is. NTH Sports Picks. Okay. Keg and the boys coming up. 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock slate. Free on the NTH Sports Picks channel. And then Sunday Night Football. Who's playing tonight on Sunday Night Football? Who is it?
I hope it's the Pats and the Bills.
There you go. There you go, pal. I'm happy it's the Pats and the Bills because that's a game that I'm going to be live broadcasting. So why not? All right, pal. Good stuff. Great stuff, Ramon. Always good to see you. Stick around on the channel. Keg and the boys are coming up next. Let's go nuke the house today. Nuke these bets.